Hi guys, I'm here to unbox this mushroom spawn that I got from Northspore. So Northspore is a great mushroom company that has mushroom kits as well as mushroom spawn and Opinel mushroom knives. You can go to their website and save 10% on anything on the Northspore website if you use the code FASCINATEDBYFUNGI, all one word. It'll save you 10%. I don't do this stuff to make money. I'm just trying to save you guys some cash. So Northspore sent me a box of wine cap spawn, and I bought a bunch of wine cap spawn from them a couple years ago, which I've been using over the last 2 or 3 years to grow mushrooms in my own yard. And it's still going. I'm actually continuing to flip the mushroom beds and getting wine caps out of them. But I want to build a new tomato bed, a garden bed specifically. And I kind of wanted to really thoroughly inundate it with wine cap spawn. So what I'm going to do is I've already dug up the bed, and I'm going to use a rototiller to really get down into the soil and churn the dirt up. And then I'm going to dig some of the dirt out, bury a bunch of wood chips, and put wine cap spawn all over it. Then rebury it, and hopefully that wood will break down over a long period of time, and that wine cap spawn will permeate the entire bed and build some really healthy soils. So I'll be getting great tomatoes for years to come. So let's get into the box here. It's a nice big box. I'm pretty sure they sent me two things of spawn, which is very nice of Northspore. I really like the folks over there. They have great mushroom kits. I've also grown a bunch of their mushrooms from kits and thoroughly enjoyed them. So let's see, we got a little pamphlet here on what's in here. So this is my wine cap cultivation guide. So these are wine cap Stropharia rugosoannulata, and it asks, why should I grow wine caps? Wine caps are start over. Wine cap mushrooms are delicious and easy to grow on outdoor wood chip beds. They're the ideal project for home gardeners or farmers who want to maximize their output. Wine cap beds are also great for edible landscaping and wood chip paths through your beds. Wine caps are being researched for their use in making nutrients more bioavailable to edible plant species. And every wine cap bed in your yard or farm is a valuable addition to the local ecosystem. It's pretty cool. Yeah, wine caps are, they're called white rot fungi. White rot fungi. And they have very powerful enzymes inside of them that help them break down the lignin in wood. So wood is essentially a composition of lots of parallel strands of cellulose, but alone that doesn't have a lot of structural capacity. It's pretty easy to just like mush that up in your hands. But when you add lignin are these molecules that cross-link all those strands and give wood its strength. But that can be a difficult thing for fungi to break down. So white rot fungi are the ones that attack wood the first time around, and they degrade the lignin in the wood. Then there's multiple successions of different fungi that will break down the cellulose and then kind of compost the organic matter. But wine caps are white rot fungi, so they're really good at just blazing through wood. They're also super competitive, so you don't have to pasteurize your substrate the way you do with a lot of other stuff. You don't have to boil your straw, you don't have to do these things. You just throw wine cap spawn on, and it'll go nuts. So that's why I ordered these wine caps. And they kind of look like portobello mushrooms when they're grown up. They taste a little bit different. They often just taste like the wood chips they're growing on. But they're good. I like them. I put them all sorts of stuff. So let's see, directions for inoculations. Make your bed. Start by finding a proper source of wood chips or sawdust. No, they like hardwoods. They don't love conifer, so it's not going to work super well if you try to use like the wood chips you buy at Home Depot or something like that. But if you can find a local arborist who can get you some hardwood chips, so like a maple or I use oak here in Napa, that it'll grow really well on that. Yeah, just don't use predominantly coniferous mulch and you'll be fine. Wine caps will blaze through just about anything. So you want to spread about 2 to 3 inch layer of substrate that doesn't get too much, somewhere that doesn't get too much sun. You lay on a bunch of your wine cap spawn, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's just bags of grain, inoculated grain essentially. I'll take these out and show you. Not much to look at this stage, but it's my nice big bag of Northspore wine cap spawn. This is good stuff. And you can see it's just grain and sawdust and stuff that's been myceliated through. And what I'm going to do is I'll wear some gloves and go in and break this up with my hands and then sprinkle this, broadcast this all over the wood chips that I'm going to put in the base of my garden bed. And then what I'll also do is I'm going to put some of this spawn in the underneath the ground to break down the wood chips in the soil. And then on top of the bed, once I've planted my tomatoes and stuff, I'll put a thick layer of straw and I'll inoculate with this as well. So I'll be getting sort of double wine cap inoculation there, and I'm hoping that as I water my tomato plants over the summer, I will get some really good mushrooms, as well as building really healthy soils over a long period of time and establishing a nice healthy population of wine cap mushrooms in my yard. So I just want to say thanks again. Oh, that's a nice thump. Sorry, I didn't realize the mycelium would have such good thumps. That's exciting. Normally people like when I thump the mushrooms, but right now I'm just thumping a big block of mycelium. Anyhow, thanks to Northspore, great wine caps. They've got great kits, all sorts of stuff. Again, you can visit their website, buy cool mushroom knives like this. If you use the discount code Fascinated by Fungi, you will save yourself 10% on your order, and you can get kits, you can get spawn, all sorts of stuff. So thanks guys, hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to learn more from me, feel free to visit my website, fascinatedbyfungi.com. I have an About Me section where you can learn about how I got into foraging and like, you know, what my background is in terms of an academic and what else I do in my life. Then you can check out my FAQ page to answer a lot of your questions about, like, hey, what books, what websites should I use to get into foraging? How do I tell the difference between edible and toxic? All that kind of stuff. I recommend lots of things on there. Go read through it. Anyhow, but follow me. I'm on YouTube, Twitch. I'm on Instagram and TikTok and Pinterest and all sorts of stuff. It gets a little overwhelming sometimes, but I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for paying attention, and much love. So, bye.